Today is the start of May 2026, and I've drawn a calendar for each day to highlight some of the time threads. So the first one, we have the Sun entering in Taurus now today on Monday the 20th, which highlights the start of the month of May. So let me write this down, that highlights May. And then we have the moon is in Gemini, so your investment today is for June. So it's investment for June today and tomorrow. And then the next one we have Mars with Saturn and Mercury. That's coming up now. Saturn and Mercury. And that's coming up tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Mercury. Here we go. And that highlights constraints. So what you need to focus, need to hold back, do some restraints linked to the 30th of March and the 13th of March. So look to your diary, what was happening there. Then we have Friday the 24th, we have the first quarter moon, which highlights your new direction with premises. So look at property, site, premises. And it also highlights the movement from February the 2nd. So what were you doing there? That highlights, and this gives you the closure for November. So whatever you're doing here highlights a closure in November. Plus the Venus goes into Gemini, which is a long-term cycle, which linked to Uranus going into Gemini, which highlights breakthroughs, but that is a long-term cycle that you need to read the foresight article on that. Then the next key day would be on the 29th, where we have the moon in Libra, and it highlights a return of April 2. So look what you were doing in April 2. There's a return here. And then over here, you need to, from the 26th right here, you need to it's closure and decline. So here, try not good to initiate anything new. We have the full moon here on in May the 1 and May the 2, which means things are false. Things are false. It highlights, it's a full moon, so it's relationships. And it highlights from February the 2nd and April the 18th. So over here, just note that it's movement, but things are not good, not true, especially material things. Then we have the May the 3rd, where Mercury enters Taurus and he travels behind the sun. So he highlights for the rest of May movement of logistics, services, accounts. What are you doing that flows now in May from the delay of April? And the next key day would be on the 10th, which is the third quarter moon, which highlights once again relations and operations. And it is from January the 20th and February the 17th. So look what you were doing January the 2017 and see what reorientate here on the May the 10th. May the 14th, we have a dark moon with some disruption. So no action here, just shows some disruption because together with Mars, linked to April the 16th. And then on the 16th, we have the key day because we have a stellium of the Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Ceres all together from from April the 18th. So there's an outcome here. And the falseness that was here May the 2nd, that clarifies here on May the 16th. And then once again, we have Venus in Gemini, Uranus in Gemini, and Mercury goes into Gemini now. So we have a new cycle that we're entering into June, which coincides with the Sun in Gemini on the 21st of May. So that just highlights June. So it highlights your activity and also the vision in June. And then the 19th of May, we have the Sun, Venus in Cancer and Mars in Taurus. Venus in Cancer highlights your agreements for July. So that's highlighted around here, happening in June, will manifest in July. And Mars in Taurus, his transit over for June highlights your action from May. So what were you doing the May, especially here around the 16th and around the 19 and 18? That outcome here on the May the 19th. If you want to know more, visit www.dinastro.com. See you then.